This episode is a two-parter, so if you haven't already watched the first part of this episode, check it out and then continue with the afternoon on Chuffed. So it starts. It's a bit windy, but we got nice sunny weather, so we're just going to go around the other side of the island and see what kind of the beaches are like there. Maybe we stop the boat and hang out. If the weather, if it's rolling and not so nice, we come back here. But we kind of don't have like any really pressing jobs right this second, so yeah, we'll enjoy the scenery a little bit. I'm going to test the autopilot. Why autopilot now? Wow. So it looked like it was saying 318 before when we were at about 300.
Way off the calibration.
Yeah. A peaceful cruise around the bay with autopilot. Wow, we just dropped anchor. We'll wait for it to hold, but seems nice and calm behind this little hidden island here. This is like an extremely beautiful anchorage. Like, it's not a marked anchorage. We just had to come in slow and hope for the best. But we're in 5.5 meters of water at high tide, which is plenty for Chuffed. Yeah, and it's like beautiful, really beautiful. It's like a nice, I don't know, whenever I come to a new anchorage and we're the first to drop anchor there on the charts, I always feel like really cool and like we're like real explorers or something.
And it's calm.
Yeah, it's so calm. It's like really calm and beautiful. There's a kid fishing over here on the beach, now he's swimming, and a guy was washing his laundry over there. It's just really beautiful, idyllic. The Bay of Fonseca borders 3 countries, Nicaragua, Honduras and El Salvador. There's plenty of beautiful islands, but often it involves changing country to visit a new one. We spent the day off of Isla Tigre, or Tiger Island. It's also a really beautiful spot with plenty of anchorages, and you can move around the island depending on the weather. Isla Tigre and most of these islands were once volcanoes, and that's what gives them their dramatic landscapes in the sea. The people in these islands, whether it's from El Salvador or Honduras, rely mainly on fishing, so you see plenty of little boats passing by and a lot of activity on the water. Not a bad place to spend the day. Flying the drone might not be the most typical day, but I had to show you all that properly. And now we're just going to swim to shore right here and I don't know what. Just swim to shore, I guess. Not really any current at all?
No, I haven't really noticed.
Looks like you're halfway there. This is a frangipani tree, Jim.
A what?
Above us. That's frangipanis.
Frangipani.
I've been telling Jim about frangipanis, and he lived in Hawaii, and I thought they were there, but maybe they're not. But
I'm sure they're there.
he doesn't know where a frangipani is.
I'm a botanist.
Look at that pretty girl sitting out there. Here we go. Wow.
There's a cool view of the boat.
Oh. Maybe people live here.
paso.
Okay.
Prohibido pasar.
No trespassing. Importante. Private property. Ooh, I didn't know that. I like all the little paintings.
Yeah. That's a
This
good
little
one.
raccoon, he's cute. What a pretty island. Oh wow, that's nice. This side of the island is actually where we anchored the first night, where we were getting rolled around. Because you can feel, well, you can't feel it. I can feel the difference in the wind. Oh, that's really cool. Getting bitten by snakes?
Beautiful spot.
Oh yeah, it's pretty. Look at those trees. We made it.
I'll film you coming up.
It's already filmed.
We've lost the ladder, so the only way up is brute strength.
So you gotta get a kick off, grab the pull. Where's that? What a nice day. I'm glad the day we picked to do a day in the life has been a nice day. Other than that motor I need to look at. Reckon shower time? Show him how he showers.
Yeah.
So I think you guys all know I only have an outdoor shower, so we gotta fill her up and then go from there. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Not as simple as turning the tap, that's for show. Ugh. Okay, that's good enough. For now. And when we do, I was gonna say we should talk about how weird we're getting because we never see anybody. And people sometimes like ask why we're so lean, and it's like even showering involves pulling our body weight in and out of water like 3 times. That's just showering. Everything we use is like organic biodegradable stuff too, so it's not gonna hurt the ocean when it goes in there, because that's obviously important when you're using the ocean as you shower.
And I don't even wash my hair, so
Yeah, Jim doesn't wash.
that's how sustainable
And
I
I wash mine like once a week. Okay. Now rinse it all off in the ocean, save water. We call this cougar bait. What are you doing?
Myself a Tosh cracker and a stretch, I think, while we're not getting rocked around.
Oh yeah. ¿Te pones el pelo blanco o la amarilla? Okay, I am writing in the captain's log, so I update it pretty much every day with the date, our location, which is Isla Carasolita, and that's in Honduras. And I usually put the GPS anchor waypoint, and then just say a little bit about the day's activities, what the weather was like, if anything broke, if anything was fixed. I'll put about the autopilot. Sometimes I'll write a little list of things I need to do. And yeah, it's just my little captain's log, keeps everything Kind of like a journal for the boat, I guess. So what is our GPS position? Chef Jim, what's for dinner?
What's for dinner? Going to have gnocchi, which I pronounce incorrectly every single time, with a sauce consisting of tomatoes, zucchini, maybe eggplant. I hope eggplant.
We got eggplant, I think.
Yep, I see it. Eggplant, garlic and onions, and garbanzo beans.
Yum!
Topped with a sprinkling of feta cheese.
Oh.
Wow.
I love cooking after we've recently provisioned.
I haven't had feta cheese in so long, other than the last 2 nights, but before then, what a delicacy.
We don't always eat this gourmet, as you know. Rice and beans and eggs and bananas is a very large portion of our diet, but the store we went to in just before we left Nicaragua actually had, they had feta cheese, and it was only like $6 for this big tub, which is awesome. They had these little gnocchi packages, and they're like dried or something, so like you can keep them just on the shelf.
Yeah,
and
we don't have to make them, because making gnocchi is a fucking process.
You can wear your processed t-shirt.
Yeah, where is it? Somewhere in there. But yeah, this way you don't have to boil potatoes and mash them up and then mix them with flour and then fry them and everything. So
we're gonna treat ourselves.
Boil them. Yeah. So that's a big boat thing to do. Uses a lot of water too. So pre-made gnocchi.
Yum.
That's some water.
Gracias. Ready for the sunset?
Oh yeah.
You can look pensively out into the sunset. Deep thoughts.
Muy pequeña para 3 personas.
Bye to see the boat, possibly. Very nice guys, though.
Yeah, they were pretty excited about that.
Ciao. Wow. That was a slightly unexpected visit. These guys from the Navy, the Honduras Navy, came over, and at first we were like, oh, maybe we're not meant to anchor here, or they're going to ask for paperwork. And then they just kept asking us questions like, how fast can the boat go? Like, how big is the boat? How much did the boat cost? Where did you get it? Where have you been? Where are you going? And eventually I was like, do you want to come onto the boat and look at it? And they were very, very excited. They were asking Jim like all these questions, right? Like about the solar panels and the refrigerator.
Yeah. Like how fast can the sails? When the sails are up, how fast it goes? What's the shape of the bottom of the boat? What do we cook? Yeah. Like, you guys navigate at night a lot.
And I think they were particularly excited because they then asked who did the mechanic work, and we said me. And then they asked who was the captain and the owner, and we said me. And they were like, oh. All right. Well, time
picking up the guy
for dinner.
Yeah.
What's going on in here?
That is water that is coming to a boil at some point soon, I hope.
Well, that's boring. No.
And so we wait.
I just got a very cool message from a guy on Facebook, and he said, Doctor, you may have accidentally helped the education community. I'm a school administrator, and for years I've been puzzled by teacher burnout. At times, very effective educators go through periods of diminished effectiveness that can lead to depression and self-disappointment. A while back, I was watching one of your videos where you'd been surfing, and you explained that vets need to take breaks or they get empathy fatigue. And recently, while having dinner with a former student who is now a psychologist, I asked her about it. She said that psychologists also suffer from this. At this point, I'm not aware of anybody looking into teacher burnout from that point of view, so she and I are beginning to look into similarities and do research to see if they are related or different. If they are related, we may be able to look at more effective treatment for this. Thank you for the thought-provoking info.
Nice.
That's cool.
That is cool.
I like it when stuff like that happens. Gnocchi, gnocchi. I chant a lot at Jim as he's making food. It's a common occurrence. You're mutilating that package.
I know. It should have just opened like that, but I couldn't do it.
The pressure of being on camera. Ooh la la. Feta fingers, huh?
Dinner.
Thank you, Chef Jim.
And we should have cooked the whole package.
Yeah, we'll probably cook the rest. Because we eat a lot more food than that. Oh, this looks good.
I'll try to be extra talkative so our meal doesn't divulge into or digress just into the typical shovel food into our mouths as fast as we can without speaking.
Yeah. It's unusual. This is not a normal day because we don't always speak while we eat. But we were joking when the Navy guys were here. Mmm, yum.
That's tasty.
That's like the most socializing we've done. That and so in the last like probably almost 2 months, having them on board, going to the catamaran in the marina for like afternoon tea, and going to Lola's place.
That was our 3 social events in 2 months.
Like if you don't include animal work or like that kind of thing.
My antisocial behavior is like being just growing.
And we were saying I think we're starting to get like weirder. Like the videos are just going to get weirder and weirder as we get further north because we're like just alone on this boat going crazy. So that's pretty much a very normal day in our day-to-day lives of a sailing veterinarian and the crew on Chuffed. No day's ever quite the same, but it gives you a bit of an idea. So it's pretty early, it's about 8 p.m. I'm going to read my book for a little while and go to bed, and we'll wake up early and continue the journey north. So we really need to do some route planning, but we shouldn't be too far from being in Mexico. So once we get there, obviously Chuffed is going to need a lot of work. So if you've been considering becoming a patron, now is a very good time to do it, because not only is Chuffed going to need a lot of work, but I've already been in contact with some turtle places, some dog and cat rescue places and sterilization programs and wildlife places. So I think I'm going to be a very busy veterinarian as well as a very busy boat repair woman when we're there. So yeah, I'm very excited. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time. Oh, I should end it. I should end it with stay chuffed, everybody. Good night.